A significant scenario appears to be unfolding for Bayley, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out what's new for Alexa Bliss, Wyatt's 6, and more. Starting things off with this scenario for Bayley, since it's not bad, but it's something that people are still mildly talking about. Earlier in the year, Bayley was going to partner up with Lyra at WrestleMania for a crack at the tag team titles, but as we know, Bayley never got to come down the WrestleMania 41 ramp due to a narrative injury angle from Becky Lynch attacking her backstage. The audience did not enjoy that last-second removal, and certainly Bayley did not love it either. It's not like she was missing one of the lesser significant premium live events. She was missing WrestleMania for the sake of this plot angle. She missed out on WWE's Super Bowl and was taken from it for narrative reasons. And that hurts because, like many superstars have said in the past, you only have a certain amount of years in your career to compete at WrestleMania. Each WrestleMania that comes around while you're on the active roster is kind of sacred. You have to treasure each one and make the most out of it if you're on the card. So fans were heartbroken that WWE basically teased a massive bout on the WrestleMania card for Bayley, only to rip it away literally at the last second imaginable. So fans and, assuming Elite Bayley herself, didn't like sacrificing a WrestleMania bout for the sake of a plot, but that's what happened. And in the WrestleMania press conference, Triple H did mention that Bayley was going to be okay coming out of this and how she's a professional. Everyone thought that Bayley missing WrestleMania would set her up for a big program for the rest of the year with Becky Lynch. Since Becky did attack her but that didn't last that long, Bayley returned, got involved in the issues between Lyra and Becky. They had a triple threat match for the title at Evolution, but it seems that she is again on the outside looking, and Bayley lost the Intercontinental #1 Contenders match to Lyra, meaning that Lyra will go on to face Becky Lynch at SummerSlam for the title, while Bayley appears to be without a SummerSlam match for the time being. So that was a bit of a shock to the supporters as well. You kind of figured that a one-on-one match between Bayley and Becky Lynch at SummerSlam would be a nice payoff to Becky's attack on Bayley at WrestleMania, but they decided to revert back to Lyra versus Becky. There's even some reports and rumors going around that the original plan for SummerSlam was Becky Lynch versus Bayley, one-on-one for the women's Intercontinental title, but once again at the last second, Bayley was pulled out of that program and replaced with Lyra. So lots of confusion there by the fans. Obviously Lyra and Becky have also created a heated rivalry over the last few months, so that match and story should still be great. A lot of fans just really feel for Bayley though, because she missed WrestleMania for the sake of this angle with Becky Lynch. But it pretty much meant nothing, and she's now out of a match for SummerSlam as well, so fans find it hard to believe that a veteran like Bayley could miss both WrestleMania and SummerSlam in the same year. Very eye-opening stuff there. Bayley is keeping her name in the loop though, after fans started calling out WWE's silence regarding Cardi B's SummerSlam participation. Cardi B started connecting again with WWE superstars and fans online. Even Triple H teased that they'll have to see which superstar is brave enough to confront Cardi B in person at SummerSlam. And one of the first superstars who commented to that post from Triple H was Bayley, who highlighted that she was entirely free to face Cardi at SummerSlam. So no one knows why Bayley consistently gets disrespected like this and left out of so many things. Even in 2024 as the reigning, defending women's champion, Bayley was never showcased on any posters, visuals, or promotional materials for any WWE events. And now in 2025, she's without a program and match at the two biggest WWE events of the year. So it's something that's not going ignored by fans. They clearly see what's going on here with Bayley, and everyone just has their fingers crossed that things start heading in the right direction for Bayley here in the near future. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair had another significant week for their story and direction. Charlotte Flair told Alexa Bliss backstage that she earned the both of them a tag team titles bout at SummerSlam. Fans did have a little problem with this scenario because it does highlight that booking inconsistency that we always talk about with the general manager characters Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis will constantly stick their chests out about how all title opportunities are earned, not given. They love to preach about that constantly, but then we see moments like this where a title match was literally just given to Charlotte and Alexa Bliss out of thin air, so that is a big inconsistency there. That's not terrible, but it is a little annoying, especially when the general managers always talk about everyone needing to earn opportunities, because clearly we see that doesn't apply to everyone. So it would have been nice to see Alexa and Charlotte at least do something to earn the match. But regardless, the title match is theirs at SummerSlam. Charlotte ended up going one-on-one with Raquel, as the both of them had their tag team teammate at ringside. Raquel had Roxanne, and Charlotte had Alexa Bliss, who was out there as a full cheerleader for Charlotte. After Roxanne tried affecting the outcome and getting up on the ring apron, Alexa Bliss returned the favor by getting on the ring apron and attacking Raquel. opening up the door for Charlotte to capitalize and win the match. And this is one of those moments that could be looked at in a few ways. You can say that Alexa pulling the move off and cheating in that way was just her answering back to how Roxanne got involved in the contest first, or you can question if Alexa is exhibiting very early symptoms of maybe a heel change coming up deep in the future. Because Alexa and Charlotte are supposed to be a babyface team, so Alexa getting up on the apron like that and cheating is not really a babyface trait, so it's one of those little moments that really make you wonder if there's more under the surface there. Or was it just simply Alexa getting even for Roxanne cheating first? It's strange because you know who just won the tag team belts by pulling off a similar cheating move in that method. The Wyatt Six did. Eric Rowan pulled off a very similar cheating move to the one Alexa did, which led to the Wyatt Six winning the tag team titles, and that moment made us discuss where exactly does the Wyatts belong in the heel and babyface categories if they're cheating to win matches. So it's really surprising that just a few weeks later and now Alexa is acting like them and pulling off identical methods. And this could very well end up being a massive reach, but it's absolutely worth pointing out that many connection there between Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Six. Alexa and Charlotte are bonding and getting closer every week, but Alexa's Wyatt background cannot be ignored. She has betrayed several tag team teammates in the past due to the Wyatt influence that was manipulating her, so that history does make you question if it's only a matter of time until Alexa's evil ways become even more visible and might imply deep trouble for Charlotte Flair to deal with. Of course, their breakup doesn't seem to be anywhere near to happening at the time, but it's something to just always put in the back of your head and recall. Like we lightly touched on before, if Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss ever go down a breakup path, it looks like a Charlotte heel turn is not occurring at all. WWE just spent so much time and effort turning Charlotte Flair babyface with this story that they wouldn't just erase all that progress with a heel turn. So Charlotte is surely remaining babyface through the divorce with Alexa Bliss. It appears like Alexa Bliss is more likely going to be the one to betray Charlotte Flair when the time comes, and now that Alexa is matching similar cheating and evil ways with the Wyatt Six, it really does make you worry about what the future could bring for Alexa and Charlotte. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.